Hi everyone, this is Caitlin here, and I wanted to show you how to use Padlet to create a computer model that can help us think about how our different types of plants affect the ecosystem and create conditions to speed up or slow down the decomposition rate. So to get our model started, let's first look at our modeling question at the left side of the screen. And it says, how do water saver plants, water spender plants, and non-native plants affect the decomposition rate at the bowl experiment? This is the question that we're going to try to answer with our model. So the first thing that you'll want to do to answer your modeling question is to add decomposition rate to the model, since that's what we're trying to investigate with our modeling question. So to do so, just double click anywhere on the Padlet to create a post. And a post has a few parts to it: a title, a description, and any attachments. So here I'm going to add my title as decomposition rate. You can also add any images to your post by clicking on the little image search icon here, and Padlet will automatically search for the word that you put in the title, or you can simply search decomposition and choose any image that you want to use. So I'm going to use this little picture of a decomposing apple. And you can hit publish, and it's added into your model. You'll also notice that on the far left of my screen, I have added in the water saver plants, water spender plants, and non-native plants are 3 treatments. For now, we're going to leave those there on the side, but we'll add those into our model at the very end. Next, you want to think about all of the other factors that you came up with that affect the decomposition rate and add those into your model as well. So I can demonstrate this with soil moisture, since I thought that would be an important factor. So I'll double click again, choose soil moisture, search for an image. Soil moisture might be kind of challenging, so I might just search for water. Next, you can think of all of the other factors that you came up with that'll affect the decomposition rate and add those into your model. Once I have a few components added, I can start connecting them. So to do so, I can choose a component or process and click on the 3 little dots and connect to a post. Afterwards, I can connect it to what I think it shares a relationship with. So here I will think that soil moisture might affect decomposition rate. So I'll drag the arrow from soil moisture and connect it to decomposition rate. We have a little arrow that's created between them. So now that tells us there's a relationship. Next, I want to describe what the relationship is between those 2 components. So to do so, we're going to double click again to make a new post. And just in the description section of that post, I want to describe the relationship between the 2 components. And I'll do this by creating 2 conditional statements. You may have used conditional statements before in geometry or in computer programming, and the format is pretty simple. If something increases, decreases, or varies, then something else increases, decreases, or varies. So to describe the relationship between soil moisture and decomposition, I would start by saying if soil moisture increases, then decomposition rate increases. Then on the flip side of that, I would also want to say if soil moisture decreases, then decomposition rate decreases. This might seem redundant or confusing now, but setting up these conditional statements will help us to use our model later to think about complex relationships between factors that aren't directly connected to each other. So it's really important to make sure you include them. Once I've set that relationship, you can simply drag it in between our arrow here to show the relationship. And I'll keep doing that. So for example, what other factors on your list affect decomposition rate? What other factors might affect soil moisture? How about our experimental treatments, our water saver plants, our water spender plants, our non-native plants? Go ahead and draw connections to any of the other factors you have. Do you think the relationship between non-native plants would be the same as water spender plants or water saver plants? Once you've connected all the factors in your model and written conditional statements for each, we'll try using this model to create predictions about what happens when different conditions in the environment change. See you soon.